Prince Harry and Meghan Markle say they are stepping back as senior members of the British royal family. In a statement, the two said they've chosen to transition to a, quote, progressive new role within the institution. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex say they will work to become financially independent while continuing to support Queen Elizabeth. They also will balance their time between the United Kingdom and North America. CBSN royal contributor Victoria Arbiter is here with me now. Hi, Victoria. Wow, the British tabloids are certainly having a field day with this story. Is this something that the Brits saw coming?
I think in terms of the statement as a whole, this is completely unprecedented. And I think everyone knew that Harry and Meghan wanted to have a shift to some degree, that perhaps they would enjoy living abroad temporarily. I don't think anyone anticipated quite the finality that comes across in this statement, because what becomes clear is that they are effectively resigning. And for senior members, as senior as they are, this is a very bold move.
And the Daily Mail says that, Meghan and Harry are essentially saying, we quit. Is that what they're doing? And can a royal just quit?
No, I don't think they're just quitting. I think the institution means too much to both of them, but particularly Harry. This is the world he's grown up in. He's been groomed into this lifestyle his entire life. So, no, they are not completely quitting. They've said in this statement that they plan to continue to support the Queen. They continue to work on behalf of the Commonwealth. But how that role is going to be defined is going to be interesting, because stepping back from the royal family, do they suddenly appear on the balcony at Trooping the Colour, the Queen's annual birthday parade? What does this mean for Prince Harry's honorary military positions? What happens to their other patronages? So I feel like this is one of the first times I'm in here chatting to you, but I've got more questions than answers.
Absolutely. And one assumes that an announcement of this magnitude would have been cleared with the Queen beforehand. But, the Queen's press secretary just released a statement that makes it seem as if it says, we understand their desire to take a different approach, but these are complicated issues that will take time to work through. So that response almost makes it sound as if they jumped the gun a little bit.
This has all happened incredibly fast. Now, we don't know exactly what day Harry and Meghan got back to the UK. They spent the last 6 weeks on Vancouver Island, where they had an idyllic Christmas. They spent Thanksgiving there, New Year there. It was very private. They clearly enjoyed it. But when they went to Canada House yesterday in London, we were led to believe they were there to thank the Canadians for their hospitality. We thought at best perhaps this couple was going to announce a tour to Canada in the coming weeks. No one expected a permanent move to Canada. So yes, I think perhaps Harry and Meghan, given the Queen's press secretary's statement, they have jumped the gun a little bit. That could be because they hope to control the narrative. They want to get the public on side. They want to get public support. But clearly, as we're seeing even in Buckingham Palace, there's a lot of questions.
Absolutely. And I think one of the more interesting parts of their announcement is that they will strive to become financially independent, which is interesting for a couple of reasons. Number one, that is the criticism that's levied against the royal family most often, that they live lavish lifestyles, and it's largely taxpayer supported. I was reading that the couple get $2.6 million a year from the Queen. Their security detail is $860,000. They have all of those properties, Frogmore, that cost in the millions. So how can they realistically divorce themselves from that income?
Well, at the moment, they're saying that they plan to hold on to Frogmore Cottage. Now, that is the property of the Crown. It belongs to the Queen through her role as the Queen. Right. So that needed to have work done to it anyway, and they do need to have a base in the UK. But these are the types of issues that are going to be quite complicated to iron out, because how do you justify to the British public, yes, they're maintaining this house within the grounds of Windsor Castle, but no, they're not working on behalf of the monarchy. Now, I would imagine the role is probably going to be quite similar to that of Beatrice and Eugenie. They maintain their HRH titles. They're the daughters of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. They're not official working members of the royal family. So, yes, they have civilian jobs. Eugenie has been a little bit more successful in that arena than Beatrice has. So perhaps that's the mould Harry and Meghan are going for. Now, each of them are independently, financially wealthy. Not, I don't think, to pay for the lifestyle that they currently enjoy. But as we know, in North America, you show up to make a speech at a charity dinner, you can be paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, again, all issues that need to be decided upon and ironed out, really, moving forwards.
It will be interesting to see how the British people react to this, right? Because we know the royal family is beloved.
Yes.
And Meghan has been looked at as a little bit of an outsider simply because she's an American, right, coming into the royal family. Do you think that she will be blamed for perhaps pulling Harry out of the royal family?
I think already there are mixed reactions. Now, on the one hand, people are saying, go Harry and Meghan, you've been unhappy for a long time. People are very aware that Harry has struggled with his role within the royal family for a long time. Meghan is the newbie. I think it's inevitable. She's going to be blamed. Is that fair? No, it's not fair. But clearly this is a struggle that the couple have been dealing with for quite some time. Now, when people get married, things change quite dramatically. I think nothing's changed this dramatically within the royal family to quite this degree ever.
Well,
unless we go back to 1936. So, so yes, I think it's at the moment certainly public opinion is in favour of Harry and Meghan, but really how they decide to proceed is going to determine how the public feel moving forwards.
Well, we certainly hope they find happiness either inside or outside of the royal family. Victoria Arbiter, thank you so much for joining us.